Evening folks, how are we doing? Ooh, gonna try out a bit of Dragon Age Origins today. So I played this, well, quite a few times, but many years ago. And haven't done it in a while since, so it'll be fun to pick it up again. I thought we'll tackle it with a few mods this time, hopefully bring it up to date, since the game's about 10 years old now. Evening Skyrim Lord, how you doing? Hopefully that'll clean it up, make it look a little better. I haven't really tried too much of it out yet, so it's entirely conceivable this might blow up in my face. But we'll have to see. But, fingers crossed. We'll take this adventure together. So, slightly different layout on the screen as well because of the game's UI. Based on what I can see, looks like you might even get a better picture out of this than I will. Definitely need the coffee right now. Yeah, not too bad. Tired as well. Had a very, very long day yesterday. 2 videos in one day is an awful lot of work. Not that I'm complaining, but... Yes, as soon as I launched this up again, like yesterday, I just checked things out, make sure everything didn't spontaneously combust. First thing I remembered was just how much I love the music to it. Somewhere, I've got the whole OST. Is that the right combination of letters? Soundtrack, you know what I mean. I used to listen to it from time to time because it's so epically awesome. Right, bear with me 1 second. I remember my password now. I think that's it. Oops. Yeah, we're good. It does have a bit in common with it, but it's also got its own vibe, which is cool. So I should have all the DLC and stuff installed and all the fancy bits and pieces. Not having played through any of it, I might not have some of the items, but let's have a go. The cutscenes might be a bit iffy. I'm hoping streams might be, like the stream might be fixing it a little bit for you guys, but it's a bit janky for me. Just because the resolution on the cutscenes is ridiculously low and there's naff all I can do about it. Looks better on the preview I'm seeing. Oh, epicness. Need to get a few screenshots today because I've got a temporary thumbnail at the moment.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world.
Oh, a little late then.
The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast
How are we doing, Stella? You alright?
twisted and cursed by their own corruption.
Epic intro.
They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
Must remember to put the subtitles on. How we doing, Nathan? You alright? Certainly epic, I love it.
The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages,
Yeah, I did see.
barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return.
Yeah, okay, that's a bit iffy.
Those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long.
He's having a bad day. Not this guy, though.
It may even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Very effective setup for the scene, that. Little intro. Yeah, one of the small issues that I have got is that because this game is 10 plus years old and was designed for the hardware of the time, things like the cutscenes are really low res and look janky as hell. But the main game, hopefully, should look better. Looks bleeding dark to me. Oh, that's better. So, I've got a plan in mind already. It's not hugely creative. I'm going to go with my old favourite. Depending on which species you pick, I think it does limit you in terms of your class. Yeah, dwarves can't be mages, so there we go. That's not helpful for me because I want to play a mage. One thing I always liked about this game, they do some weird things with wizard's robes in a lot of games, but this one, that's how a wizard should dress. I'll see this locks you into a particular background if you play a mage. There's only one available. If I went for human noble, there's only one available as well. Yeah, it sounds like a good plan to me. We'll go elf. I can go mage if it's the same ones, but we can go with Dalish or city elf, I think. Dalish elf, city elf, yep. And go same with the rogue. Dwarves, you've got fighter or rogue. We've got the dwarf commoner, dwarf noble, same on this one as well. But I'm going to stick plan 8, go for human mage, which leaves me with only one background. This is a thing I have with most RPGs.
Greetings.
That I'm never been much of a fan of the NPC mages. Customizing given character, but just not a fan of the way they ever set them up for some reason. Move his noggin around, I can. Got the hair is utterly insane. Got a face shape that doesn't terrify me. Not too bad. Yeah. I'm all in favour of epic tashes, but that's just not going to happen. I think that's not bad. Need a few tweaks being made, but I don't mind that face shape. Yeah, we'll stick with the super tash here. But we'll do something about his very, very creepy moustache. Yep. A little bit too green. That'll do. I don't think I want a tattoo on him, but more of a Dalish thing. Looking the tribal look. What we got in the hair department then? That's even creepier. mouse is being a bit weird today. Already had to pull my main mouse pad off and chuck it on the floor and grab another one, but a little bit of clipping going on there. Should have a mod that fixes some of that hair clipping with the clothes, but see if it's actually effective. That's not too bad. Patty Cakes with a new subscription. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, might be a bit much. Kind of cool. Yeah, that'll do it. So, sort that beard out as it's kind of terrifying. Oh, we can't be a wizard without a beard. There is something to be said for that, but it's a lot harder for the preset warriors to be mucked up completely, whereas mages, they always do muck up completely. Or something I liked in there. It wasn't the ginger one though. Yeah, it's not too bad. Look at those eyebrows. Wizard's got to have bushy eyebrows. Options are a little disappointing. There we go. Stubble is fairly horrific. More of it on this side, weirdly. Stick with none, seeing as the alternatives seem to be quite horrific. Luminous eyebrows, anybody? Not very helpful, they all seem to be the same. We're in the middle, not quite that one. Should do it, I think. Hopefully it won't be a total disaster. Forgot how much customization there was actually in the face. Not bad on that front. Little bug-eyed there. Probably as good as we're going to get. Gonna leave everything else there. Maybe. Oh, crikey. It's not bad. We need something bright to imply the magicalness. Not too kind of I'm possessed bright though. That purple? Do it. Nose. There's some ridiculous noses if I remember rightly. Yeah. And that who's this? It's be a nose. Yeah. Sure if the game's awkward or my mouse is being weird. Could be either one. Little shop. Not as good as I was hoping. Stick with plan A then. That'll have to do. There we go, that's better. I'm not going to argue with all the tiny little details, that's just too much. He can't do anything with his mouth. Fair enough. Monobrow. I'm not entirely sure if that's an option. Even bigger ears though. You're not quite that big. That's fairly average. Oh dear, I wasn't quite what I had in mind. Yeah, that looks okay. Maybe a little bit further left. I'm not messing with the expression because I remember that being a nightmarish experience. I think that's the one I usually go for because I prefer it. So let's see what we got here then.
I have lost concentration.
Doesn't sound very wise to me.
How do you do?
Greetings.
Greetings. Charmed, I'm sure.
Yeah, if that's suave, then I'm a monkey's uncle.
Ah, my spell! My weapon does nothing. Greetings. Well, that didn't work.
Greetings.
Oddly, not that infuriating. Yeah, I'm actually happy with that name, especially as it kind of bleeds over a little bit into Dragon Age 2, so... That'll do. Oh, yeah. It's been a while. Every time I do something, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's just a hit. Dodge incoming blows, that's handy. Willpower. Cost more spells. Stamina for warriors and specials, so definitely want to bang a few points in there. Magic, obviously need that cranked. Potion poultices solves. Cunning. Benefit most. I'm going to take a couple of notches off that. I can't take it any lower, unfortunately. The mana pool would be good. Do that, now make it ever so slightly harder to hit. It's always got to be a good thing. Of a dwarf. The dwarves in this are pretty cool. It's very Tolkien-esque in a lot of ways, though. Okay, skills, that's before spells. Do you like that sort of thing? Survival, herbalism's always handy. Poison making, combat training, combat tactics. That'll be one to specialise in later, I think. Go with that. That's all I can do right now, then. Simple potions, potions. Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. So, this is where it gets interesting. And we've got 2 spells. Alright, what we got available? Stuns enemies in an area. Spell shield. Glyphs aren't that great. Heal would be handy. The good combination is the frost line and then the earth line, I suppose. For dishing out punishment. If you type !DAO mods, you should get a list in. Nightbot should dump a list into chat for you, or a link to a list. That being said, we've yet to figure out whether or not they're actually working the way I intended. So, anything else I want to go for? That would be a good bet. But the magic goes way up through the roof and stuff goes up way further over time. So I should be able to get that fairly soon. So let's do that then. Defend myself. Oh, make myself a bit tougher and freeze things if I need to. That should be a solid start. I'll leave it on normal for now.
On a cliff overlooking the dark waters of Lake Kalenhad stands the tower fortress that is home to the Circle of Magi. This tower is the only place in Ferelden where mages may study their art among others of their kind. Within the high stone walls, the Circle practices its magic and trains apprentices in the proper use of their powers. But the Circle Tower is as much a prison as a refuge. The ever-vigilant Templars of the Chantry watch over all mages.
This one looks better than the last cutscene did.
Of corruption. This gilded cage is the only world you know. Found to be sensitive to magic at a young age, you were torn from your family and grafted here as an apprentice. Now, that apprenticeship is nearly over.
Templar's armor is pretty badass.
Is the final test, the Harrowing.
Magic exists to serve man, and never to rule over him. Thus spoke the prophet Andraste as she cast down the Tevinter Imperium, ruled by mages who had brought the world to the edge of ruin. Your magic is a gift.
Like the floaty shield there.
For demons of the dream realm, the Fade, are drawn to you and seek to use you as a gateway into this world.
This is why the Harrowing exists.
Oh yeah.
Ritual
The outfit's already looking better, courtesy of the mods.
There you will face a demon, armed with only your will.
That is very, very small. We have got some subtitles. Like why subtitles are at the top, I don't know. That makes no sense. So, well, obvious question. What happens if I don't succeed?
It will turn you into an abomination, and the Templars will be forced to slay you.
Fun.
This is Lyrium, the very essence of magic, and your gateway into the Fade.
The Harrowing is a secret out of necessity, child. Every mage must go through this trial by fire. As we succeeded, so shall you. Keep your wits about you, and remember
This rope's nicer than
is
mine.
a realm of dreams. The spirits may rule it, but your own will is real.
The apprentice must go through this test alone, First Enchanter. You are ready.
Yeah, that should be right. There we go. You can see some of them taking effect already. There's one mod I've got running, it's called Immersive Atmosphere, and something like that. Whoa. And that's a pretty big one. So, hold on. Gotta be doing that. Yeah, immersive atmosphere, I think it was. Something to that effect. It's absolutely huge and makes quite a lot of changes. To the point that it may in some ways start feeling like a new game. So, play from a variety of tactical viewpoints. Use the mouse wheel to bring your camera down to exploration mode. Okay. Pause. Initially orders your character. Right click on your desired destination. Okay. Ooh. This is a bit weird. Normally I'm used to A and D moving the character sideways, not swinging the camera around, so that takes some getting used to again. Okay, so we right click to do that. Okay. Icons at the top, or press I. Cool. Oh, so I've got some stuff from, sure, from mods or from the DLC that I've got. Right mouse button is the interact mouse button, so. Okay. So I've got a skill tome and an attribute tome. Cool. That can come over here. This is a bit wonky. It's all a bit weird. Alright. Can't be using either of those. Mine's poor. Okay, so a set of better boots. I seem to recall you can break things down. Maybe I'm thinking of selling them, I'm not sure. I think it's a selling thing. Oh, absolute stack of stuff here. Author generation combat reduces hostility, that's worth having. Random ring, doesn't tell me what it does. Oh, I see. For right click I can inspect. Doesn't apparently do anything though. Plus on to all attributes. Arm penetration, stamina regen, no, that's not much good. Constitution, fire and spirit resistance. Whole load of resistances, that's not bad. Oh, I'll have that since that's there. Like a good bet. Oh, it's a belt. Okay, fair enough. Got here. Skill point. Attribute point. Might as well. There's some crafting. Okay. Okay. Use my spell book. Yeah, unsurprisingly, use my journal. C. Yeah, C for character record. Thought it might be. Nice. Probably the way to go. Eh. Should have an additional skill somewhere. Journal, inventory, skills. K, okay. That makes total sense. These are cunning, are they? So that might have been a poor choice then. Both of these are cunning. Okay. I have the full set. I've got, which version is it called? Whatever the version with everything is called. Don't have a weapon equipped though. You'd think I'd have a staff. Okay. Good to know. Alright, so, combat. So, I guess we'll do that then.
Now's better than later.
I'll zap him.
Excellent.
Okay, that went okay. I got another level. Nice. I see. Combat tactics. Oh yeah, set combat tactics. I've forgotten about that. We'll worry about that in a bit, seeing as I'm on my own right now. Okay. We're rolling. Definitely rolling. Boom. Good, got him before he got me this time. I think one of my items gives me a degree of health regen. Yeah. In combat, though.
Someone else thrown to the wolves, as fresh and unprepared as ever. It isn't right that they do this, the Templars. Not to you, me, anyone.
It's a talking rat. Several good options. Not going with is this the fade? Figure I know that already. I will succeed. Yeah, quite. Well, shape of things to come, I think.
But they keep doing it, don't they? We get treated like rabid dogs, and we let them get away with it.
I thought he was going to go with vermin then.
Same. But it's not your fault. You're in the same boat I was, aren't you? Allow me to welcome you to the Fade. You can call me, well, Mouse.
Yeah, I think that's probably not his real name.
It's fuzzy, that time before. They wake you up in the middle of the night and drag you to the Harrowing chamber. And then, the Templars kill you if you take too long, you see. They figure you failed, and they don't want something getting out. That's what they did to me, I think. I have no body to reclaim, and you don't have much time before you end up the same.
Well, that's not good news.
I don't
Long.
remember. I ran away and I hid. I don't know how long. That has been said before, but you don't know the danger. There's something here contained, just for an apprentice like you. You have to face the creature, a demon, and resist it. If you can. That's your way out. Or your opponents, if the Templars wouldn't kill you. A test for you. A tease for the creatures of the Fade.
Anything can die, it's as simple as that.
A question for those in the tower. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to ask. Maybe someday, so will I. There are others here. Other spirits. They will tell you more. Maybe help. If you can believe anything you see. I'll follow, if that's all right. My chance was long ago. But you may have a way out. A dangerous spirit is not far. Don't go near it unless you're ready to fight.
Okay, so... I'll do the job. I think, if I remember rightly, he's down there, but I can get around him if I hug the edge. Zappy time. Good range on it, that thing. Not sure who's feeling unfriendly towards me right now. Okay, that's good to know. Let's get this guy. Oh, here's him. Rolls are a bit weird. Ooh, Spirit of Valor.
Another spirit this way. It never seemed equal to its name to me.
What we got here? Absolutely nothing, apparently.
Another mortal thrown into the flames and left to burn, I see. Your mages have devised a cowardly test. Better you were pitted against each other to prove your mettle with skill, and to be sent unarmed against a demon.
One of the things one of the mods does is bring this game closer to Dragon Age 2 and presumably Inquisition, though I haven't played it yet, in terms of the art style and the style of armor and things like that. So this guy had more, originally, had armor that was closer to the appearance of the Templar's armor, whereas you see here, he's closer to Dragon Age 2 style. Fight each other? We're not warriors. No.
You are not the first sent here for such testing, nor shall you be the last, I suspect. That you remain means you have not yet defeated your hunter. I wish you a glorious battle to come.
You could give me a hand.
I am Valor, a warrior spirit. I hone my weapons in search of the perfect expression of combat. They are brought into being by my will. I understand that in your world, mages are the only ones who can will things into being. Those mortals who cannot
Yes.
must lead such hollow, empty lives. Is that what your test is called? I know little of your mortal ways. I do know that a demon has been called, and told that a meal awaits. It will not, cannot leave, until one of you is dead.
Fun times.
Without a doubt. In this realm, everything that exists is the expression of a thought. Do you think these blades be steel? The staves be wood? Do you believe they draw blood? A weapon is a single need for battle, and my will makes that need reality. Do you truly desire one of my weapons? I will give one to you, if you agree to duel me first. Valor shall test your mettle as it should be tested.
Okay, let's give the willpower test a go, shall we? If this fails, I probably will.
How dare you accuse me? I am no demon preying upon helpless mortals to steal their essence. I am a being of honor and valor. I am a warrior.
I'm guessing I failed then. Oh, well, let's give number one a go then. See if we can persuade him to help you fight the demon.
You are insolent. But your will is unquestionably strong.
Wow, success.
Very well, mortal. You prove to me that you possess the strength to resist this demon. Go. Prove your worth as you must. I am confident you will succeed.
I'll be happy with a big stick. Valor staff. Well, it's an iron stick, apparently. You figure out what's going on with my mouse, 'cause it's definitely suboptimal. Big snake. Nice. More healing goodness. Autosave's never a good sign. Ah, Spirit Wolf. Let's see if zapping it will work. Not very effectively. Try freezing it. That works. Wahahaha. Ah, there's another one. Boom. It did a bit of damage, but could regen some of that. Yeah, there we go. I think my health regenerates when I come out of combat as well. It was unusual for an RPG at the time.
There is another spirit here. Not the one hunting you, but still.
Can't say how much trust that mouse. Speaking to suspicion he might turn out to be a demon. Sloth demon, eh? Quick save button. I don't know, I need a telescope to read this. Middle click does pan the camera. Interesting. Might change that. So Q and E to move left and right. That's A and D to move the camera. Definitely going to tweak that now that I've noticed it. Yeah, alright. Come here, mouse. Play what? Okay. That makes more sense. F5 for quick save, F9 for quick load, okay. I like that better, that's definitely better. Boom. Alright, gonna chat to the sloth demon. Oh, it's gonna save it for me anyway. Might have known.
So, you are the mortal being hunted, and the small one, is he to be a snack for me?
I don't like this. He's not going to help us. We should go.
Getting help from a demon never ends well, so...
The demon will get you eventually, and perhaps there will even be scraps left.
Voice is familiar. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say earlier. Music in this game was done by Xion, who's done a lot of great soundtracks, including Fallout 76 recently. Wait for scraps. Come get some now.
It's a demon. Maybe even more powerful than the one chasing after you.
Be gone. Surely you have better things to do than bother sloth, mortal. I tire of you already. I am a spirit of sloth. Yes, a creature of the Fade. Unlike yourself, mortals are ever the visitors here. Still, you serve your function. Only the mortals like yourself are truly annoying.
Have you seen the ones in Fallout? They're pretty damn weird and all.
Many mortals dream. They come here often, but you are not one of those. You are aware, a mortal with power and will, the sort of creature that some spirits hunger for. I might be inclined for such a meal myself. It would be interesting to see the mortal world through your eyes, live inside your form. But I am disinclined to begin such a struggle.
Gotta wonder if you've got mages who are aware, and then you've got normal dreamers who are not aware when they're in the Fade. That's where you go when you dream in Dragon Age. How does lucid dreaming fit into that? And not a mage, but aware when you're dreaming. Interesting thing to wonder about. I'm feeling a bit of sarcasm here.
Indeed. Now, what do you want with me? You have a very nice staff. Why would you need me? Go. Use your weapon, since you have earned it. Be valorous.
He looks powerful. It might be possible that he could teach you to be like him.
Like me? You mean teach the mortal to take this form?
I'll convince them down for that, but...
Most mortals are too attached to their forms to learn the change. You, on the other hand, little one, might be a better student. You let go of the human form years ago.
I don't think I'd make a very good bear. How would I hide?
Hiding doesn't solve anything. We need to face our fears. You could help me fight the demon. I thought you were here to help. You're just a coward. A bit harsh. Good number one.
I have faced more in this place than you can imagine. Fear is just one more thing. But you are right. Hiding doesn't help. I'm sorry, it's the Fade. It changes you. I'll try. I'll try to be a bear. If you'll teach me.
That's nice. But teaching is so exhausting. Away with
Poke him with the stick.
I told you he wasn't going to help us.
You wish wish to learn my form, little one? Then I have a challenge for your friend. Answer 3 riddles correctly.
Of course.
And I will teach you. Fail, and I will devour you both. The decision is yours.
Yeah, pretty much. If there is a concept imagined by a demon of any kind, it's... But I think being a bear would be quite a comfortable form to be in. Riddles? Are you mad?
Truly? Oh. Well, this gets more and more promising. My first riddle is this. I have seas with no water, coasts with no sand, towns without people, mountains without land. What am I?
Seas with no water, coasts with no sand, towns without people, mountains without land. Gotta be a map. Makes it easier that the answer's there somewhere.
Correct. Let's move on. The second riddle.
Multiple choice is always
I'm
easier.
rarely touched, but often held. If you have
Secret.
it, you'll use me well. What am I?
I mean, that subtitle again, just to refresh my mind. Oh, breath, yeah, of course. Secret's not even on there.
Oh, breathing requires weight, does it? No. I speak of a tongue. Time to feast. What a delight. Stand still, will you?
Oh dear. Oh well, heck that up. Obviously, an additional demon. Right. Next, let's back off a bit so we can't just clobber me when he gets out of there.
On your guard,
Doesn't seem to be doing too much damage to you, which is something.
You are a pest, and not worth all this exertion. I will teach the mouse to be the bear, if only to get rid of you.
That works.
Like this? Am I a bear? It feels heavy.
Close enough. Go then, and defeat your demon, or whatever you intend to do. I grow weary of your mortal prattling. I've taught the mouse, do not persist in bothering me. I'm tired.
Is that all there is to it? Feeling it is. That's where the demon is. That's where Valor was. That's where it started. Yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna go and okay, now I see why it was set up the way it was. Probably read the friendly fire thing really, but oh well. We got there. Spirit Wolf. Oh crap, there's several of them.
nobody still can. Where's the next one?
Right. Oh, there's an extra one there as well. Unless Mouse has got it. It would appear he has. Nice. Progress. And my man has come back, which is always good. Mixed feelings on whether or not to invert the controls on the camera there, but... Okay. Rage Demon time.
And there is a spirit of rage.
Right, all right.
Now he wants to talk first.
And so it comes to me at last. Soon I shall see the land of the living with your eyes, creature. You shall be mine, body and soul.
Think not, you amorphous git. Feels a bit, yeah. So, do I point out the two against one thing? Probably not. If I lose, the Templars will still cut you down. Let's go with a bit of bravado.
I shall. So this
Go and have a go if you think you're hard enough, buddy.
Another plaything as per our arrangement.
I'm not offering you anything. I don't have to help you anymore.
Oh. And after all those wonderful meals we have shared, now suddenly the mouse has changed the rules.
I'm not a mouse now, and soon I won't have to hide. I don't need to bargain with you.
We shall see.
Shall see. Right, so I've still got my rock armor on, that's cool. So... Else, you go distract him. I'm gonna fall back. Yes, I remember.
Got it.
And zap the wraiths. Come on. Hey, that doesn't seem to be an option. Ah, that'll be more of an option if I click the right button, I think. Mouse is not having a good day. Try this then. Right, and I think, yep, remember that one, equals to go group up. Oh crap, the demon's back. Okay. We'll tag team the demon then, shall we? Oh dear, he's dead. Tag teaming's not a thing we're going to be doing, apparently. Boom! Chill out there, buddy. I think he's down. Nice. He's down. Ah, that makes it easier.
You actually did it! When you came, I hoped that maybe you might be able to... But I never really thought any of you were worthy.
Sounds like your hope was unusual.
What? They were not as promising as you. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, clearly great excuse.
I don't remember their names. I don't even remember my own name. It's the Fade, and the Templars killing me. Like they tried with you. You defeated a demon. You completed your test. With time, you will be a master enchanter with no equal. And maybe there's hope in that for someone as small and as forgotten as me. If you want to help, there may be a way for me to leave here, to get a foothold outside. You just need to want to let me in.
Yeah, I'm starting to think the other demon wasn't my test.
What? What do you... Of course it was! What else is here that could harm an apprentice of your potential? You are a smart one.
Simple killing is a warrior's job. The real dangers of the Fade are preconceptions, careless trust, pride.
Oh dear. This is about to go to hell in a handcart, isn't it?
Keep your wits about you, mage. True tests never end.
No, okay. Thought I was going to have to deal with that chap. Apparently just convincing him that I'm not as daft as he thinks I am is sufficient to do the job. Not a skill test, is it?
Are you all right? Say something.
That guy doesn't have a head. Well, there's our first mod freak out. He's got hands, but no head.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. They carried you in this morning. I didn't even realize you'd been gone all night.
That's kind of hilarious.
About apprentices who never come back from Harrowings. Is it really that dangerous? What was it like?
Yep. An empty robe with just a pair of hands sticking out of it. It's having a conversation with me. Well. It was harrowing, fair
why
enough.
They don't tell us what it's about. I know I'm not supposed to know, but we're friends. Just a little hint and I'll stop asking, I promise. And now you get to move to the nice mage's quarters upstairs. I'm stuck here and I don't know when they'll call me for my harrowing.
It's a headless hat.
I've been here longer than you have. Sometimes I think they just don't want to test me.
Maybe they're afraid he'll lose his head.
The tranquil never go through a harrowing. You do the harrowing, the rite of tranquility, or you die. That's what happens. You've seen the tranquil around the tower. Like Owain, who runs the stockroom. He's so cold. No, not even cold. There's just nothing in him. It's like he's dead but still walking. His voice, his eyes are lifeless.
Ages for the win, man. Also, we make the best jokes.
He's been made tranquil. I don't know how they do it exactly, but you're cut off from the Fade. It takes away your magic abilities, along with your dreams and emotions.
That's pretty grim.
Apprentices can ask to be made tranquil if they fear the harrowing, but the Circle also forces tranquility on those they feel are weak, and sometimes they force it upon apprentices they think might be too dangerous as mages. I shouldn't waste your time with this. I was supposed to tell you to see Irving as soon as you woke up. He said he'd be in his study upstairs. You'd better not keep him waiting. We can speak later.
So that's suboptimal. Alright. Well, hopefully he'll be the only one who has this particular issue, but we'll look into that a bit later. I need to level up. Oh, there's a sustained ability. So... he wants some points in cunning for more attributes, but more skills. Yeah, I've got that specialization as well. Yeah, that should do it, I think. Probably not bothered with that, but oh well. New spell. Stone Fist. Healing wouldn't be a bad idea, neither would Mind Blast. Go with that. It's a very handy spell.
Is he all right? Is he awake?
Why do you care? Are you best friends now?
I'm just curious. That Templar, Cullen, said it was the quickest, cleanest harrowing he'd ever seen. He must be so talented.
Someone sounds jealous.
I just know I'll be terrified when my time comes. Like... Wendell was. He'd throw up every day for the next week just thinking about it.
Wendell guy seems to have issues holding onto his stomach. There we go. So, we have to make our way up to find the... whatever his name. Enchanter fellow.
Now it's better than later.
But I'm basically going to scour the place for anything that I can have that isn't nailed down on the way. Apprentice Cowl, 10 mental resistance. Well, that's hideous. Or maybe not. Yeah, it's not bad. Just examining it from a point of view of grabbing screenshots, actually. That's a little better, actually, from that. That wasn't quite what I had in mind. So I'll get the hang of the controls. Now, I think... that's what I want. Still starting to remember how I... Ooh, that doesn't sound fun. Not so I've looked. You're right there, bud. You appear to have your head in a wall. Oh, he's recovered. So, that's the stairs up. Apprentice dorms. Basement. Okay. I don't know if I can go that way or not. Apparently I can. Probably out that door that I can't go. Yeah, it's locked. Miriam dust, nice. I think my changing of the controls may have been a poor choice in hindsight. I don't entirely get why the apprentices are on the ground floor, though. It seems like you'd think they'd be the ones most likely to try and run away, being the youngest and so on and so forth.
Did you hear? Hear what? I heard they suspect someone of dabbling in blood magic. Why would anyone do something so stupid? That's a death sentence. Because blood magic is powerful, you can bend others to your will and force demons into your service. That's what I hear anyway. Got it.
Nice. Yeah, this is suboptimal. I see why they did what they did now. I take it back. I'm going back to the originals. Okay, podobny, I guess. Okay, thank you very much for the sub. Much appreciated. Welcome. Okay. Way more manageable for this style of camera. Okay. I remember this place. Is there an option to compare? Tier 1. Oh, I haven't got one at all because it was just a... the hell happened there? Okay, that works. I don't think I got it quite when it first came out. I think it had already been out for a bit, but... did have it a long old time ago.
Must control the fire with your will. Keep the flame steady. We don't want it sputtering and leaping about. That's what causes most of the injuries.
Injuries? But...
Steady. It reacts to your emotions. If you panic, it will... No. Breathe. You know, in my experience, flint and tinder works just as well. Maybe we should start with that.
Oh dear.
Do you remember what the chantry says about magic?
Magic must serve man and not rule over him.
Very good. And what do you think that means? Can anyone tell me?
Only boys can do magic.
Hey! No, that's not what it means.
It means that magic should be used to help people, but we can't use our magic to
Something weird's going on here.
That's right. We should not abuse the gift the Maker has given us.
Thank you for stopping by, dude. Hope you had a good evening. Can I get this to go all the way into first person or not? Probably not.
Concentrate. Hold the shield. Put all my power behind that spell, you would have been obliterated. I am not your enemy. Fear is your enemy. It is a weakness that can be exploited. Should you face a demon with your will wavering so, it would consume you. Is that what you want? No? Then you can't burn. No, you resist whatever I throw at you. Again.
Book somewhere. There. Well, there's books everywhere, but... and need some magic, okay. I think we've explored most everything. Go all the way around and come in this way, haven't I? Yeah. Onward and upward. There's that tranquil I was talking about.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you? I voluntarily submitted to the rite of tranquility. I was unwilling to undergo the harrowing. I find this state agreeable. I see the world with clarity. I remember the days when my mind was filled with inconvenient and seething emotions. Now things are simple. I was ordered to never speak of it. I cannot go against the Circle's wishes. Very well. Goodbye.
Not particularly informative. Stairs, so I can probably leave either side, I think. Escort. Oh, how's that again? Library. Irving study. Chapel. I can. Yeah, I'll start here. Out here and then head round that way. And hopefully I should be able to check the whole place out.
Oh, hello. I don't believe we've met. Are you new to the Circle? I'm sorry. There are so many of you, and I get confused. Not to mention, these old eyes are starting to go.
Starting? I'd say they're already gone.
You're too kind. I'm old and about to fall apart. Nothing in the world can fix that.
Do that.
Anyway, did you need something? I'm not good at talking. Too much chatter makes my head throb. Don't you have lessons to get to? Shoo!
You got miserable quickly. All schools of magic primal. Section of books appears missing, presumably on blood magic. Creation. Hierarchy of the Circle. Okay. Hierarchy of the Circle could actually be quite handy. There's a very short chap here. He's an elf in a really big chair, apparently.
Do you need something? If not, step back. You're in my light.
Charmer.
I'm trying to study. Have some consideration for a fellow mage.
Why not being a Egypt? Don't take orders from elves. Snipper just not a mage.
I will be soon. I have studied hard, and this opportunity will not pass me by. This is a chance for me to prove I can achieve as much as any human. Many humans believe elves are only fit to be servants.
Charming.
Many humans do.
Right.
I suppose it isn't entirely your fault. With so many elves living in alienages apart from humans, it's difficult for you to get a true idea of who we are. Ironically, many of us don't know who we are either. Elves have lived under human rule for so long that much of our history and culture has been lost. As a mage, I have an opportunity to prove myself. Thank you. But I should get back to my books. Good day.
Yes. Don't feel I need to be all that mean to him. Tempting that it is.
They haven't done anything, and I've heard that the Equitarians are starting to soften a little on the Libertarian position.
Sympathy for the position isn't the same as support. Yet.
I think someone's here to speak to you, Senior Torren.
Meow.
Hello. Congratulations on your harrowing last night. Good work. Ah, the fraternities of the Enchanters. You probably haven't heard of them. It's best not to get tangled up in circle politics. More trouble than it's worth, really. They're found in all circles throughout Thedas. Groups of enchanters who hold similar viewpoints, who band together to make their voices heard. The most influential fraternity are the Equitarians. They are moderates and believe in a code of conduct that all mages should adhere to. Then there are the Chantry apologists, the Loyalists. The Chantry says something and they follow it to the letter. The Lucrosians just want to make money. And the Isolationists would like us all to be hermits and live on an island. Then, of course, there are the Libertarians. They want more power for the Circle, more autonomy. Huh. Well, if I had to, I'd say I was an Equitarian, but I ducked out of the fray a long time ago. Most of the senior enchanters are Equitarians. Irving, Wynne,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ulrid's a Libertarian, and a loud one at that. Mages have enough opposition from the outside without tearing our circles apart with infighting. But what can you do? An idealist, I see. Well, if you're going to change the world, you should get started immediately. Lots of work.
Snarky git.
Hello, were you looking for something?
Who are
I'm
you?
Niall, a mage just like you. I've seen you around, haven't I? I must have.
Don't seem very, very sure about that.
Oh, the fraternities. Groups of mages with a common agenda. I think we should all be isolationists. Stay in some remote mountain town far away from the mundanes who hate us.
We run away. They'll never learn to fear us.
I'd go hide alone in the wilds if I could. But you know they just brand me an apostate and hunt me down. There is no leaving the circle. It's till death do us part. Romantic, isn't it? If you leave the circle, you become an apostate. And the punishment for leaving is death. Pretty grim, huh? I've heard of hedge witches who've managed to survive on their own, eluding the circle for a lifetime. But if the Templars discover them, well, you know what happens. Then there are stories about the Dalish elf clans having great magic. But who knows what's truth and what's fiction when it comes to the Dalish? Alright, have a good day.
His name is blatantly Neil, not Niall. That wouldn't be very fantasy. This game does a much better job of delivering its lore than some of Bioware's more recent efforts. Easy to get wrapped up in it, and this.
All right.
I may have chosen the wrong voice though. He's a bit stroppy. Well, the options were great, exactly.
Got it.
Ooh, nice. Runes for upgrading weapons when I eventually get one that can do that. Tend to be legendary, unique items that do that. Very high level ones. Oh yeah. Hello, mage.
Ah, there you are. You are to be moved out of the apprentices' dormitory, and these are to be your new quarters. The Tranquil will move your belongings this afternoon. Go on, make yourself comfortable.
Oh, thanks. I think you ever became aware of that before. Can I have a door, please? Not fussy or anything, but, you know, not exactly private.
I heard that you completed the Harrowing in record time.
Oh, yeah.
I should have been sent to help the King's army. I dislike being stuck here while something big is happening.
Something big is happening? What could that be? Ah, Cullen. He flashes up in just about everything, I think.
I'm glad your harrowing went well.
Yeah, me too. Swords rather large and sharp looking. I wasn't looking forward to being run through either.
Some Templars I know discuss such things with glee. I don't share their enthusiasm. I try to serve the Maker first and foremost. As long as I am guided by his commandments, I cannot go wrong. Honestly, I've never seen an abomination, or been called on to slay one.
Well, absolute, but
as I said, I've never seen one, but when someone becomes an abomination, something must happen. But what if it's not obvious? Could abominations be walking among us right now? This is still new to me. Maybe one day I'll be as dedicated and driven as Knight Commander Gregor.
His hands are going straight through the metal of his gauntlets as well.
You must be busy. Perhaps we can talk another time.
This Dragon Age 2 takes place over a good few years, so a period of about 10 years or so, so explains how he starts off so naive here. Ooh. There we go, there's a comparison. There's Grey Iron one as an improvement. It's pretty cool. Looks a bit awkward to move in, but it's pretty cool. That's a dagger. I thought it looked like stuff for a minute. Boing. Nice.
I wonder how the King's army fares at Ostgar. I've heard talk of a new blight.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? All right.
Yeah, I think I picked the wrong voice. Okay.
I hear Irving's very proud of you.
Alright, that's quite the accent. Clothes do look better. No. The robe's a bit bland, but everything else has been upgraded apparently. Well, the textures have been improved on this a little bit, so. No, most of the other voices were slightly annoying, but the dialogue lines in this are kind of infuriating as well. What have you got for me? Anything useful?
This is infuriating.
A little
Another
too,
batch destroyed.
a little too shimmery,
Have you
but
seen Owain? Is he in the stockroom? Oh, excellent. He wasn't there last I looked. I hope he still has some cinnabar lying around. When I asked last week, he said he was running out.
cinnabar. Why is that making me think Pokemon? Nearly there. Yeah, occasionally wouldn't be too bad, but it's just pushing it a bit at the minute.
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. Blessed are the penitents who seek his return. Blessed is the prophetess, purified by flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition, so let it be. Oh, I didn't see you there. I recite the Maker's blessings every day. It brings me peace in troubled times.
Sure it does.
No, not really. It's just... I don't want to bore you with this.
You're probably right.
It gives me hope that one day the Maker will hear us. That maybe I'll be forgiven and my curse will be lifted.
Curse.
Magic? What else? Magic causes such misery. It's dangerous and vile and wicked. The Chantry must protect the world from us. Being born with something so terrible must be a punishment. I wish I could be rid of it.
She's a bit nuts, this girl. Just suddenly started looking at me in a funny way.
That doesn't take magic. If I could, I would dedicate my life to the Chantry, but they would never take me in. Perhaps this is just something I will have to suffer through. I should go. My mentor only allows a few minutes each day for religious contemplation.
Yep, she definitely quackers.
Now's better than later.
Right of annulment, that rings a bell. Oh, I remember her, kind
I
of.
heard about your harrowing. Congratulations. Andraste must have smiled upon you. I heard about your harrowing.
I
Congratulations.
might come in a bit, though.
Andraste must have smiled upon you.
All right, all right.
Right. Thing, next room should be, yeah, Irving's quarters.
Many have already gone to Ostagar. Wynne, Aldred, and most of the senior mages. We've committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own? Since when have you felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor? Or are you afraid to let the mages out from under Chantry supervision, where they can actually use their Maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please. Irving, someone is here to see you.
If it isn't our new brother in the circle. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is he.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
Of course. Well, then, where was I? Oh, yes, this is Duncan of the Grey Wardens.
You Warden? In the tower? Love the options that let you speak to him as if he's not actually standing right there.
You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the King's army at Ostagar.
The war's brewed. It sounds like my kind of war. Do with the beer. Boom, 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 boom.
The Darkspawn threat grows in the south. We need all the help we can get. They are twisted monsters that dwell underground where the sun's light cannot touch them. They have formed into a horde in the Korkari Wilds and threaten to invade north into the valley. I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another blight.
Duncan, you worry the poor lad with talk of blights and darkspawn. This is a happy day for him.
We live in troubled times, my friend.
We should seize moments of levity, especially in troubled times. The Harrowing
This is true.
behind you.
I like his robes. They look better this way around.
You are officially a mage within the circle of magi. You may
A
not
bit more background.
remember, But blood was taken from you when you first came to us. This blood is preserved within a phylactery.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the Circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them.
Awesome.
It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child?
Don't see why not.
The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
Sounds like a fun conversation. So, I got stuff that I've already outgrown. Well, it's ugly as sin, but might as well put that on. Mage robes. Significant step up over the current robes, I think. Yes. And they look slightly funkier too. Their shimmery goldness.
Thank you for walking with me. I'm glad for the company. Yes? What about? A horde has formed within the Korkari wilds in the south. If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde.
Always knew the south was full of monsters.
Darkspawn do attack the surface in ragtag bands, but archdemons are capable of rallying the Darkspawn, turning them into an unstoppable force. A horde of Darkspawn, a veritable army. It is dire news indeed. I fear this is what we will have to face.
Light.
We can't seem to eradicate them completely. Somehow they always come back. They usually move around in small groups, but there are always more of them, lurking underground, biding their time.
Like moles.
Yes, perhaps it will be enough if we play our cards right. It is not my place to comment.
We'll put that persuasion skill to use.
Gregor serves the Chantry, and the relationship between the Chantry and mages has always been strained. You've realized by now that the Chantry merely tolerates magic? They watch only because they feel they must. The Chantry believes that a mage should fear his power. It was the pride of mages, they say, that brought the Darkspawn upon us in the first place. Any mages who join the King's army can unleash their full power on the Darkspawn. In fact, I'm counting on it. Gregor may be afraid of what will happen. What if the mages decide they no longer want to be governed by the Chantry?
Then they'll open up a long overdue can of whoop-ass on the Chantry? You can hope so, anyway.
I believe we must defeat the Darkspawn, one way or another. My opinions end there.
Grey Warden to the last.
Yes, let's.
If he's going to just loiter for a moment, I'm going to run around the First Enchanter's office and see if there's anything I can purloin. Oh, he's just going to follow me. Magic. Oh crap, is he going to get me stuck down here? No, he's not. Yep, all the way around to the other end, because that's the floor up that I can't get at for now. Cool, cool. And then I think we meet Xion again. We'll have to see if he's still headless. Doesn't have jingle. I'm here, so this is where I want to be.
Escorting me. Is there something else I can do for you?
Crikey, we have got a few questions. Start with what's happening outside the tower, I think.
Ah, I imagine you don't leave very often, do you? I am not a good source of news, I fear. I am preoccupied with the Darkspawn incursion.
Fair enough.
When the king sent out the call, the Circle of Ferelden sent only 7 mages to Ostagar. I asked King Kaelin's permission to come and seek a greater commitment from the Circle.
7 is quite a few. Not with a whole army, it's not.
I hope to place a mage or 2 within every contingent. I cannot do with just 7. Mages will make all the difference in this battle. The Darkspawn have their own magic, and our resources must exceed theirs.
That could be a challenge.
Of course, but I am no mage. Mages heal. They can call fire and ice down upon the enemy, and so much more. I sometimes wonder if the Chantry's many laws regarding magic are necessary. Darkspawn are a greater threat than blood mages, even abominations. It takes decades for the world to recover from a blight. I wish the Chantry could see that. We must stop at nothing to defeat the Darkspawn. Listen to me. An old man's rantings can't be very interesting.
I don't know. Kind of informative. As an apprentice old man talking of defying my life.
You are too kind.
Yeah, let's find out more about the Grey Wardens.
Certainly. I am intimately familiar with these subjects, after all. A horde has formed within the Korkari wilds in the
we got
south.
that bit.
If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde. Darkspawn do attack the surface in ragtag bands, but archdemons are capable of rallying the Darkspawn, turning them into an unstoppable force.
This is just more of the same then.
A veritable army. It is dire news indeed. I fear this is what we will have to face.
I'll leave it there because I don't want to go back through all of that again.
Of course. Don't let me keep you.
See if he's got anything else to add. I don't know if he has. Let's go with... Do you know anything about the Tranquil?
The mages whose connection to the Fade has been severed? Why do you ask? It keeps them and those around them safe. Perhaps the sacrifice is worthwhile. I cannot say.
And the blood magic question.
Once, in my youth, just after I joined the Grey Wardens, I was traveling with my mentor. We encountered a group of Templars hunting a blood mage. They were quite far away, so I cannot be sure of what I saw. He forced some of the Templars to turn on their fellows. It was dreadful to behold. He would have escaped had he not overlooked one Templar who snuck up behind him and cleaved his head in 2.
Ooh, messy.
It is something to consider, certainly. Do not let me keep you.
Cool. Xion still hasn't found his head, I see.
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving?
I'm going to assume it's Xion. Sounds like Xion. Robes are right. Head's a bit iffy.
I need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning? Shh! I just want to make sure we're not overheard. We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here.
Yes.
I've been troubled. I'll explain. Come with me, please.
Not surprised he's troubled. I'd be a little bit troubled if my head was missing.
We should be safe here.
Not a priest. I am merely an initiate. I often attend to my duties in this chapel. Perhaps that is why I seem familiar.
A few months ago, I told you.
Also, I said hi to her about 5 minutes ago.
Girl. This is Lily.
Oh, I like number 4, but the rest are a bit excessive. I'm going to go with number 2.
I was afraid to tell anyone. Lily was becoming a chantry priest. She's taken vows. Lily's been given to the chantry.
Very strict ones, apparently.
To have relations with men. If anyone finds out, we'll both be in trouble.
Naughty, naughty. Did you bring me here just to talk about it? Could you trust me? Rethink this. Love will conquer all. That's probably pushing it a bit. Only have yourself to blame. So it's either miserable as hell or ridiculously optimistic then. Feel whether you can trust me.
Thank you. I knew you'd stand by me.
So what's this all about?
Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my harrowing? I know why. They're going to make me tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All
Your
gone.
head? That would kind of suck, yeah.
They'll extinguish my humanity. I'll just be a husk, breathing and existing, but not truly living.
Yeah, so great, calm down. We'll figure out what we're going to do about it.
I saw the document on Gregor's table. It authorized the right on Xion, and Irving had signed it.
Oh dear.
There's a rumor about me. People think I'm a blood mage. They think that making me a circle mage will endanger everyone.
Over a rumour. Seems like a bit of an excessive reaction, but that's kind of what they do in this. Well, I'm taking the time to actually look around everything, but the major one I think is one of the longer ones. Yeah, that's the origins bit, I suppose. Different backgrounds. The majors are limited to 1, but if you go for either rogue or warrior, then you've got 2 options. Well, no, you've got 1 for human, I think. 2 for most others. So yeah, a few options anyway. So, oh, they're right about that.
Of course not. But it's not safe here for me anymore.
That is true.
I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend.
Yeah, I don't suppose I have a problem with him getting out there, unless he actually turns out to be a blood mage.
Thank you. We will never forget this. I can get us into the repository, but there is a problem. There are 2 locks on the phylactery chamber door. The first enchanter and knight commander each hold 1 key. But it is just a door. There is power enough in this place to destroy all of Ferelden. What's a door to mages?
What if it's a magical door?
Choice. We cannot get our hands on both keys. I once saw a rod of fire melt through a lock. You could get one from the stockroom, but Owain doesn't release such things to apprentices.
Good job of a mage then, isn't it?
We should stay here. One mage at the stockroom will attract less attention than a mage, an apprentice, and an initiate.
Very true.
Good luck. Our prayers go with you.
Yeah, the mods have definitely upgraded the faces, apart from the fact that Xion doesn't have one. I'll have to look into finding out what the hell's going on there, but... stockroom. Where is the stockroom? I'm in the chantry, it's in the middle, so... Either way. Not that way, apparently. Just here.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
Is that how you greet everyone?
Rods of fire serve many purposes. Why do you wish to acquire this particular item? Some mages require them for their research. Others merely want to light fireplaces.
I anticipate having to light a fireplace.
I will set down that you require the rod to deal with a personal matter. Here is the form, Request for Rod of Fire. Have it signed and dated by a senior enchanter. I will release a rod to you once I have the signed form. Thank you.
All this paperwork, but I do remember. Need a senior enchanter to sign it. So there's senior enchanter Leora, first enchanter Irving. Can't massively see Irving going for that. That's the wrong way. That's the right way. I'll go and have a word with them, see if I get anywhere, but I don't imagine I will. I seem to remember I have to talk to somebody else.
I trust you saw Duncan back to his quarters? I'm glad you met him. He's a most honorable man.
He was puffed up and full of himself.
Grey Wardens are peerless warriors who sacrifice
Looks like he
all
drinks
for
too
our
much.
sakes. We can learn much from them. Now, did you need something?
I do have books on blood magic on your desk. When is Xion going through the harrowing?
And how does he know this? I suppose the young initiate he dallies about with revealed it to him. You think I didn't know? I did not become first enchanter by keeping my eyes and ears shut. Gregor says he has proof and eyewitness testimony that Xion has been practicing blood magic. I cannot say more. Were it left to me, things might be different. But the Chantry, I'm sorry, child. This rite of tranquility will happen. Let us not speak ill of my colleague. Our colleague. You know little of this, and I ask you to hold your tongue.
Unlikely.
Perhaps one day you will see it from my side.
Also, unlikely.
You have returned. Does something require my attention?
I'm not sure why he's still got a question mark above his head, presumably because he's a senior mage, but it won't let me do the thing, so... in there. Okay.
Yes? Senior Enchanter, Leora, in charge of the Circle's laboratory. Is there something you want? That leads to the Circle's cavern storerooms. There are caves running through the rock that the Circle is built upon. But of course, you know this. No, I can't let anyone in there just now.
And why not?
There are just things in there that I would prefer to keep safe. Sensitive magical materials and substances, of course. I am in the midst of stock taking, checking inventory, and I can't let anyone in there in case they mess things up. Yes. Because I am taking a break. I hate the musty smell of caves, and
Yeah.
Look, I'll tell you the truth. Just keep it to yourself. There is an infestation of spiders in the caves. I don't know how
of course
they got
there
in
is.
But it's probably my fault. I was promoted to Senior Enchanter less than a fortnight ago, and I don't want anyone to find out. They'll think I'm incompetent.
Well, I think we have a deal to be made then.
You need a rod of fire. Interesting. Well, your proposal sounds fair. Clear out the storerooms and I will sign your form.
Nice.
Wonderful. Here is the key. Oh, and be careful in there. I'd really like to keep the damage done to the Circle's property to a minimum.
Seems fair enough.
I'll get on it.
Never enter battle with your bare hands. Use the inventory screen to equip weapons and armor. I suppose we've got anything interesting going on here. Yep. Pocket stone's more useful. Yep, I think we're about as kitted as we're going to get. Let's go and deal with some spiders, which if I remember rightly are quite horrible in this game. Charm of Still Waters. Pure electricity damage and resistance. Don't really need that. Chest. Of course, in clearing out all the... all the spiders in here, I'm also going to clear out all the goodies. Naturally. What locked item? I don't recall seeing a locked item. Oh, probably the door. We go left or right? No idea. I have a feeling it loops back around, but... Oh! Jesus Christ, that made me jump. Yeah, I remember them being hideous. So, the idea behind getting this is to try and shatter them, but it didn't seem to work this time. Oh, it resisted it. Spider in my face. Not really what I wanted. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit so that doesn't happen again. It's funny, I remember the spiders...
Beast, let's maul it.
Okay. I remember the spiders were kind of nightmarish and horrible in this game, but... I survived. Oh dear, I'm not doing so well. Get ya. I have up to 3 alongside you in this one. Yeah, something I do like as well. And if you go for my all-time favourite, you can have up to 6 people in your party, including yourself. Though you do tend to die when things don't go according to plan. No others? Good.
I'll get on it.
Seem to be resisting my spells.
Now's better than later.
Nice. Some coinage. I think I occasionally picked up a companion in Fallout 3. But one was really enough in 4. I had to play most of the way through survival mode on without a companion, just because when you're stealthing it, they cause more problems than they solve. Yeah. Spiders in this game are really hideous.
You get no mercy from me.
I thought I might have got him then.
Excellent.
There's another one. Boom.
You're in a little over your head. Excellent.
Ooh. Yeah, not as effective. Mage tutor robe. Magic for cunning, lucky, reduce hostility. Okay, that might be something that was either added by one of the mods. Kind of hideously. Again, so is that horrible hood I'm wearing. Willpower magic and 5 health. Magic for cunning lucky reduces hostility. Honestly, I think that's probably more useful. It's not such a bad thing, because it means that despite it being a modded item, it's not insanely OP. No, 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 no. Right.
Got it.
Whew. Gotcha. Don't really need to highlight things that much when they sparkle like that. Yeah, blank villain. Some party members are worse than others. A lot of it hinges on how you manage things, and the game is quite tough at times. So.
A beast. Let's maul it.
Yeah, actually.
I'll get on it.
He's just straight up mage, really. Played a few different classes. The Dwarf Noble was particularly fun, if I remember rightly. I'll come back down that way, probably. But I wasn't too fussed with the Elf quest lines, or storylines, or the Dwarf Commoner. The Human Noble was not great either. Or maybe I've gone too far. All the way around again. It's a fun class to play. Background to play. The Dwarven Kingdoms, I think, are some of the more interesting sort of backstories and more well realised ones. I think actually maybe I have explored the whole place. I just thought this place was bigger. I mean, not particularly surprising. Well, I'm glad I came back now. See, a lot of it's heavily reminiscent of the Lord of the Rings style. Since it's not the most original thing in the world in that regard, but it's good. But yeah, I suppose it does have its own spin on it, so. I think we're done here. And get ourselves a rod of fire. I'm sure you get them in.
You're back. Are the spiders gone?
There's a few that you get them in, but like the Baldur's Gate series, but.
Oh, wonderful. You're a lifesaver. Now, where was that form you wanted me to sign? Right. There you go.
No, they don't care at all in Elder Scrolls, do they? Well, there's Dwemer who are heavily implied to be dwarves, but.
It was a pleasure. You'll go far in this circle, I bet.
Yeah. About that.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you? Everything looks to be in order. Here is the rod you requested.
Bioware games tend to be the best on that front. Apart from the obvious races, your gnomes and halflings and all sorts in Baldur's Gate as well. So.
I hate waiting. It makes me nervous.
I haven't heard it, no.
That was quick.
To the repository then. Freedom awaits.
The suppository, I mean repository. Oh good God, his head's even missing up here. So tactics. Okay. So. Go with the custom one. Self. Health. Less than 25%. Use health bolt is least powerful. Enemy. Rank. Feet or higher. Usability. Winter's Grasp. Actually, yeah, you know what? Self. Being attacked by type of attack. Melee or ranged attack. Winter's Grasp, yeah, fine with that. Self. Enemy. Status. Immobilized. Yeah. Action. Usability. Stone Fist. Cool. I'm down for that. Yeah, that's default. So, Lily's with me as well. She's set up as a rogue. And we can change the priority of them. So he's got Arcane Bolt, Flame Blast, Weakness, Flaming Weapons. So. Enemy. Backing power, team member. Any enemy. Usability. Activate mode flaming weapons. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. Cool. So, hopefully we can use that to customize the attacks and strategies that our party members use, so I don't have to micromanage them too much. The journal. Current quests, premium content. Well, found in blood magic. Okay, make that active. Preparation is complete. Let's go to the basement of the tower and venture into its massive repository, part of which is set aside to hold the phylacteries of apprentices.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Asked you to go through a door, dude. Calm down. Oh yeah, let's have a look at their inventories, didn't I? Really got chantry robes. Not much else. John's got apprentice robes. Not much else. So. That's a good question. I can't imagine it will, but... well, since we're here, we'll give Lily some better gear. Here, have a dagger, Lily. Any armour? Have some shoes rather than being barefoot. What's going on with my mouse, but... Take my hat off. Over to Xion. Oh. He looks slightly less obvious. Which I suppose is something, but... Definitely they're mods, but... yeah, it is what it is. It's kind of brilliant at the same time, though. The fact just everything that should be poking out of his robe is missing. I'll do a bit of research and see what I can find out. I'm not anticipating much, to be completely honest. Let's do it. The fact his head's still missing in his portrait is kind of weird and funny. Interesting insight into how the game sort of reads these things, but... this is what it is, I suppose.
The Chantry calls this entrance the Victim's Door. It is built of 277 planks, one for each original Templar. It is a reminder of all the dangers those cursed with magic pose.
Door.
The doors can be opened only by a Templar and a mage entering together. The Chantry provides the password, which primes the ward, and the mage touches it with mana to release it.
Since you have the password, why doesn't Xion help you?
The ward only responds to the touch of one who has been through the harrowing.
Convenient.
Yes, I got it from a Templar who recently accompanied a mage into the vault. We have chatted on many occasions. I believe he trusts me. First, the password. Sword of the Maker, Tears of the Fade.
Primed.
The password only primes the door. Now it must feel the touch of mana. Any spell will do, but hurry.
Didn't actually have to do anything now, it just... Very true. I do love the lore that built up around this game.
Do you have
pretty
the rod
awesome.
with you? Mount the locks off. Later. If you haven't noticed, we're not out for a leisurely stroll in the woods here. Give it to me, I'll do it. Lily, something's not right. I can't cast spells here. Nothing works.
These wards carved into the stone. This must be the Templars' work. They negate any magic cast within this area. I should have guessed. Why would Gregor and Irving use simple keys for such a door? Because magical keys don't work. How do you keep mages away from something? Make their powers completely worthless. That's it then. We're finished. We can't get in. I don't know. Do you think it's another way in?
That door probably leads to another part of the repository. What are the chances of there being another entrance?
We can't get into the chamber the way we planned, but we're not about to give up. We can see where this door leads, but I don't think it'll be easy. It looks locked for one. Yes, let's hope they haven't warded that door as well.
Let's hurry, we've wasted enough time.
It's a little,
I'm not giving up.
high
We've
pressure.
come too far.
That's very cool, and probably a bad sign. Get me one now.
Oh, that's not...
No, didn't think this was going to be a good thing.
Good.
Have some of that, buddy. I wanted to quickly check what Lily's got in terms of abilities. Stealth, dirty fighting, which basically involves kneeing him in the nuts. And pinning shot if she's got a ranged weapon equipped, which she currently doesn't because I don't have any. Not for her, anyway. Ow. Ominous. So if Xion and I attack him, Lily, you can finish this chap off. I'm gonna go with this. Xion doing. And he's about to be annihilating this chap. So we'll get Lily onto this guy. She can finish him off. We will own this chap. Everybody. Got him. I know some kind of sentinel. Well, I'm not sure whether they're bleeding because I'm assuming they're not actually human. Otherwise, why would they be down here? Not much, but there is a crate with something in it. No, there isn't. There's a crate with nothing in it. Blank vellum, most useless item in the game. I assume it's there to make sure that loot rolls don't end up being excessively OP, but kind of mix up that loot pool a bit, but kind of annoying, really. We got two. Get you somewhere about here, I think.
I will do it.
And we'll get him to burn these chaps. I think he should manage to set Lily on fire, though. See if Lily can... Yeah, give him a swift one.
Is it time to kill something?
Conceded, I've picked the wrong voice. Thank vellum. Not even worth growing to sell. I hope so, yeah. I'd like to play them both. this goes okay, and I can progress through it in a reasonable amount of, oh my, time, then I would certainly consider playing the others. I need to back off a moment. Let's get down to burn them. Oh, he got me! Despite the fact that I froze him and tried to interrupt him. If Lily's going to run over there, let's give this guy a bit of a freezing. Yeah. How's that guy doing? He's about to get clobbered. Yeah, I haven't got anything interesting. Nah, not really. Can you near in the nuts? You can.
These things are not of the Maker.
I'll get on it.
I doubt they're out now evil, otherwise they wouldn't be down here underneath a... what is essentially a form of church. Or by the church, anyway. Gantry. Determination, mental fortitude, more mana. Magic simply is the level of spells I can cast, so. Distribute evenly for the moment. Because. So yeah, combat tactics are for giving presets to people. Whereas access first tier weapon talents, mages take more damage from attacks before it affects the spell casting, so that'd be a good one to spec into at some point. I do like being persuasive. I need 16 for that one. Fine. And what do these require? I don't know right now. Nothing from the look of it. Yeah, that's true. I normally have many gods rather than one. Definitely something I want to work down. I don't want to do that right now. Frost weapons. Plus 25 magic, plus 34. What else would be particularly handy? Mind Blast, that's very handy. Particularly handy when you're stuck in a group of people who want to screw you over. So it's an AoE effect that's centered on yourself. Gonna have a quick save as well. Ah, Deep Stalkers, I've forgotten about them. Just wondering how come their sword's on fire, Dagger. But it's because Jones fell. A whole load of them. Okay. You're slightly more problematic. Stun a few of them. Now let's see if we can shatter this guy. Nope, but we managed to knock him down. That done. Oh dear, I'm stunned. That's suboptimal. He doesn't really have anything useful right now, does he?
What needs killing?
Well, I did have a master plan there, but then they went and moved, and that kind of screwed that. Right, sequels it up, get everybody on the leader. Job's a good one. So it was a challenging fight, but closest we've come yet, I think. Got plenty of supplies. Some I can sell, some I can turn into useful things. Potions and the like.
I'll get on it.
I don't know if I can open that door, but... Yeah, now would be a great time for that fiery attack of yours. Well, it kind of worked. Let's freeze this fella at the front. And we'll get Lily to run over and name in the nuts.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and stun them. Xion's not doing so well. So, just the arcane one left.
Alright.
Come on, let's attack him then. Get him. This chap's dropping something, not much. I think that's the door we couldn't get through earlier. No, it's just a side room, that's fine. Another something not very useful. Ephemeralist's belt. Get there eventually. Review my equipment. Better there. Better there. Speed striders as opposed to lion's paw. Dodge attacks, dodge missile attacks. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. What have I got? Amulet of the War Mage. 5% all types of damage. Fire resistance. All resistances. Both tempting. Fighter resistances. That's not bad, but not that great. Okay, I think we're good with the things as they are. Haven't picked up anything better yet. Oh, hell no. Well, I got two of them. So I'm gonna back up here. Xion's coming over here. They can go here. And hopefully they can do their own thing. Right. Xion, back off over this way a bit.
Get off my back.
The idea is to get them and not my group, because I've forgotten. Friendly fire is a thing. There we go. They didn't like that much, did they? What's Xion got? Oh, he's got some weakness on somebody. Much else? Arcane bolt. And just finished the one guy off. Nice. Bit of cash, some health potions, not bad. Right. More potion ingredients. But there are prison cells down there is kind of alarming. Valuables. Another apprentice cow. Presumably the same as the one I currently have. Yep. Don't go on Joan's head, and at least it won't look quite so obvious from the back now. It doesn't have a head. Here we go. It's unfortunate, I'm not going to be able to get them all, but take what we can get. Stone Fist. Yeah, he went down nice and easy. That's good. Sweet. Can't complain about that. Oh, there's another bleeding one. I feel like the fact they're wearing armor from Awakening. Good, and another modded.
Chamber. Let's explore the repository.
Ooh, another modded change. Creepy stuff in there.
Wow, that old wall's about to... What do you think this does?
Why does the Circle keep so many Tevinter artifacts in storage?
It's history, Lily. And it's fascinating.
Can't imagine what it does though.
Things like this. They amplify any spell cast into them. I bet we could use this to break into the phylactery chamber.
A stone dog.
See where the mortar might be decaying behind that bookcase? Let's take a closer look.
Sounds good, but first I'm going to finish having a nosy around, see if there's anything I can purloin. So that's generally you go, hell yes, you go to move in Dragon Age game. So it's a Tevinter Bloodbath. 2 magic, 3 armor, 6 spell resistance, 4 spell power, improves blood magic. I'm not using blood magic, but everything else is good. It's a dip in willpower, but spell power goes up. Dip in health, but it's minuscules. Ooh, excuse me, I bet it looks better, I know. Well, slightly better. It's got a kind of Egyptian vibe. Extra mana and mana from the only slightly less creepy cowl is definitely a worthwhile thing. Okay, and I think I saw blackened heartwood staff. Significant step up. Well, it's on the same level, so it does the same damage. Slightly more armor penetration, more same spell power, slightly more range, but it's got extra damage, spirit resistance. Yeah, slightly less spell power overall, but definitely an improvement. Nice. Now I look like an Egyptian wizard instead.
There's something odd about that statue.
Greetings.
Maker's breath, did it just say something?
I am the essence and spirit of Eleni Zenobia, once consort and advisor to Archon Valerius. Prophecy my crime, cursed to stone for foretelling the fall of my lord's house.
Will you stop talking?
I'm not sure. The Archons were the lords of the Imperium.
Forever shall you stand on the threshold of my proud fortress, he said, and tell your lies to all who pass. But my lord found death at the hands of his enemies, and his once proud fortress crumbled to dust, as I foretold.
A Tevinter statue! Don't listen to it. The Tevinter lords dabbled in many forbidden arts. This is a wicked thing.
Doing that to a person is a wicked thing, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a wicked thing itself. Calm down, honey. You're a bit nuts back there.
Weep not for me, child. Stone they made me, and stone I am, eternal and unfeeling. And I shall endure till the Maker returns to light their fires again.
Ambiguous rubbish, it could mean anything. I can do it too. The sun grows dark, but lo, here comes the dawn.
Stop talking to it. Please, both of you.
Somebody dump a bucket of water on her. Bring her back to her senses.
Come on, Xion. Let's go.
All for caution, but just being whiny. Right. First thing I need to do, move the bookcase.
It should be pretty easy to get this out of the way.
Alright, John, move the bookcase aside. Yeah, why not?
I can't do it on my own. You have to help me. If we work together, we can shift it. Come on. Now we just need to find a way to get through this wall.
Entertaining winding him up.
Use this with the rod. I'm sure it'll work. Hurry, the clock's ticking.
I think somebody might have heard that. Broke into a nice even shape though.
This is the phylactery chamber. It worked.
Right. I'm glad I saved it because...
We must find Xiaowen's phylactery. Quickly.
It shouldn't be hard to find. There aren't many phylacteries here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure on the way back out... Oh dear. No, that's alright. Not a major problem. Looks a bit chilly in here though. Boom! Oh my god. There's an elite in here, I did not realise that. Let's get Ellie to... Oh, she's already need him in the gonads. Oh well. I can do with it as it is. Nice.
Now's better than later.
I forgot you got bombs and traps in this game, but to be honest, I've never found them all that useful. Well, in the interest of prudence... Oh yeah, I forgot you can have 2 weapon sets. This is where it's going to get really weird, because I'm taking all his clothes off him now. Probably not worth much, but wouldn't have her clothes and all. All a bit weird. But I don't want them running off with anything I can sell.
That's my phylactery! You found it! I can't believe this tiny vial stands between me and freedom. So fragile. So easy just to be rid of it. To end its hold over me.
Was that the obvious solution?
And I am free.
Only apprentice phylacteries are stored in the Circle Tower. This tiny room could not hold the phylacteries of every mage who has passed through the tower doors.
Come on, you two, we're done here.
Very true.
I do not want to stay here a moment longer.
No, you're probably getting a bit chilly. Kind of spoils the immersion a bit when you know what you're about. No ward on it from the backside. Yep. Thought as much. I was a little concerned there might be a fight on the way out, but there isn't, so. Great, apparently it doesn't want to transition. Thank you very much for the new subscription. Only I can't do much with that. Get him all the way up there, see if he wants it. I seem to be stuck. There we go. Move them all a bit closer and then it works. We'll get there eventually.
We did it! I can't believe it! Thank you. We could never have...
So what you said was true.
Yes, I knew this would end badly.
Gregor.
An initiate conspiring with a blood mage. I'm disappointed, Lily. She seems shocked, but fully in control of her own mind. Not a thrall of the blood mage, then. You were right, Irving. The initiate has betrayed us. The Chantry will not let this go unpunished. And this one. Newly a mage and already flouting the rules of the Circle.
I'm disappointed in you. You could have told me what you knew of this plan, and you didn't.
You don't care for the mages. You just bow
And that was terrible, isn't it?
whim.
Enough! As Knight Commander of the Templars here assembled, I sentence this blood mage to death. And this initiate has scorned the Chantry and her vows. Take her to Aeonar.
Can't remember.
The mage's prison. No. Please,
Ah.
no. Not there.
No, I won't let you touch her!
Guess he is a blood mage then.
By the Maker. Blood magic. How could you? You said you never...
I dabbled. I thought it would make me a better mage.
Blood magic is evil, Jowan. It corrupts people, changes them.
I'm going to
That's
give
what
it
you
up.
do with it, really.
More magic. I just want to be with you, Lily. Please come with me.
No, now he's just missing a hand too.
I was ready to sacrifice everything for you. I don't know who you are, Blood Mage. Stay away from me.
Did not end well for him.
Where's Gregor?
I knew it. Blood magic. But to overcome so many, I never thought him capable of such power.
Go with he lied to me. It might be a way out of this.
None of us expected this. Are you all right, Gregor?
As good as can be expected given the circumstances. If you had let me act sooner, this would not have happened. Now we have a blood mage on the loose and no way to track him down.
Yeah, you'd think they'd have a plan B, like a backup one or something, especially if they suspected somebody. Like, take your phylactery, decant it to something smaller, or to something smaller, so you've got a spare.
Where is the girl?
I am here, sir.
You helped a blood mage. Look at all he's hurt.
He sat you on your backside. Calm down.
You've been a friend, but you needn't defend me any longer. Knight Commander, I was wrong. I was accomplice to a blood mage. I will accept whatever punishment you see fit. Even Aenar.
Get her out of my sight. And you. You know why the repository exists. Some artifacts, some magics are locked away for a reason.
Did you
I'll put a
take
sock in it.
anything important from the repository?
Not particularly, it's just a stick. Not quite sure what options are. I assume he's going to take the stuff off me if I agree to let him have it. Or if I tell him I've got it. I'm going to try persuading him otherwise.
Very well. I believe you.
But your antics have made
Silly
a mockery
sod.
of this circle.
I'm not getting up my most powerful stuff. We can try and do something, but I will slaughter you like a pig if you do. 2.
You helped a blood mage escape. All our prevention measures for naught because of you.
Knight Commander, if I may, I'm not only looking for mages to join the King's army, I'm also recruiting for the Grey Wardens. Irving spoke highly of
Convenient
this
arrival.
mage, and I would like him to join the Warden ranks.
Duncan, this mage has assisted a Malefica and shown no lack of regard for the Circle's rules.
He is a danger to all of us.
It is a rare person who risks all for a friend in need. I stand by my decision. I will recruit this mage.
No! I refuse to let this go unpunished.
We're actually getting him. Well, he's probably going to try and introduce me to the pointy end of that sword on his back.
Rhaegar, mages are needed. This mage is needed. Worse things plague this world than blood mages. You know that. I take this young mage under my wing and bear all responsibility for his actions.
A blood mage escapes and his accomplice is not only unpunished, but is rewarded by becoming a Grey Warden. Are our rules nothing? Have we lost all authority over our mages?
Bit like taking the black, this.
Enough. We have no more say in this matter.
Yep. And his irritation at it is really quite enjoyable.
Yes. Be proud, child. You are luckier than you know.
Perhaps the Grey Wardens will appreciate my talent more. Yes, I think perhaps they will. Not the way I'm going to go, though.
Come. Your new life awaits.
Yeah, the whole blood mages taking over and ruling with an iron fist thing, not generally in favour of that, but Chantry and the Templars' response has always struck me as insanely overbearing.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now.
This looks way better than I remember it looking. Mod's definitely doing what they're supposed to.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kalen. I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Here we
Allow
are.
me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
Highly doubt it, but anything's possible.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. I understand you hail from the Circle of Magi. I trust you have some spells to help us in the coming battle.
A couple of toothpicks.
Excellent. We have too few mages here. Another is always welcome. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
Well, yeah. Not in the way you're anticipating, though.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I guess probably for the best.
Like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Epic music is epic.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yeah, I think number 1 is the way to go there.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Yes, very true.
Yes, we should proceed with the ritual.
Ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the Joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
So, what's the deal?
Joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Yeah.
It is an ordeal. I'm sorry that you must endure another so soon.
Right then, recruits.
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Awesome. 50 new quest unlocks. Work out if there's a way to get an actually decent shot from here. Probably not. I think I'm going to have no joy at all with this, but anyway, I think seems like a reasonably good place to leave it for tonight. Now what, 3 hours or so in? Yeah, and my ears are starting to get a little sore. So, as my mouse starts moving, I did spend a vast amount of time yesterday with my headphones on. There we go. Yeah, it's fun to be back playing this game again. Mods have taken off the edge of the game, which is good. Yeah, I'm quite happy about that. But yeah, Xion's missing head is the only issue I've seen so far, but not ideal. I'll have to investigate that one this evening. But yeah, other than that, it's looking alright. Thank you very much, dude. So, what are we on? It's Friday night, isn't it? Yeah, yes, it is. Good. So, yeah, I think tomorrow night we'll do another Fallout stream. I'll have to ponder between now and then what I'm actually going to tackle. But that's the plan for that. And then after that, I will probably take Sunday night off and come back on Monday, and we'll see what we do then. Probably more Dragon Age, but we'll see. Now, thank you to everybody who stopped by this evening. Thank you to everybody who's dropped a new subscription as well, if I get my English in a right order. If you haven't already, do consider dropping likes, subs, etc, etc. Social media down below as well. And I'm going to go and put my feet up for a bit. He says, having been sat down for the last 3 hours. There we go. Have a lovely evening, guys. I'll be seeing you very, very soon. Good night.